I didn't break down and cry. None of that really happened. My name is James Cardello. I'm 22 years old. When I was 14, diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And it was a tough road when I was 14 years old. I don't think my mind was mature enough at 14 to fully grasp everything that was going on. I would have to go to the hospital either every 3 weeks, or sometimes it was on an every week regimen that I would have to go and get certain kind of treatments, chemotherapy, spinal taps, bone marrows, the whole nine. They made me feel wonderful. I was diagnosed with this disease, and I almost didn't feel like I even had one. Just because of how well I was being treated and just the care that they were giving, it was really, really wonderful. It made me want to help these people in the future the way I was helped. Also in nursing school, one more year left and then I'll have my associates. I'm in St. Paul School of Nursing. I just want to get that degree, get on, start helping people, and that's the goal. I want to help people basically and have my career set. All my older brothers started lifting weights at a young age, and naturally I got to that certain point where it was time to pick up the dumbbells, went to the gym and fell in love with it. People around the gym saying, "Oh, you look fantastic, you should do a show," just basically people getting in my head, picking my brain, saying, "Get up there on stage." Eventually I was like, you know what, now might be the time to start listening and get up there. The competition I'm looking to do is a physique competition. It's different than bodybuilding. There's different posing that goes on. Physiques, they're more for like the leaner individuals. It's more my style, because I'm not the biggest person, but I'm very lean, and that's in my favor. I was supposed to compete last August, and then I was about 6 weeks out of the competition, and then everything started happening. Started experiencing some symptoms again, 105 fevers, no appetite, nausea, vomiting, all that. Sure enough, same exact disease that it was when I was 14 came back. This time, was not so easy because 21 years old, future ahead of me. Got a little delayed now. I lost a lot of weight. I lost, a good like 20 to 30 pounds. So physically, I didn't look well. Where the disease was, it was basically my entire upper body, in the stomach, under the armpits, mainly my neck though. My neck was blown out about out to here, just swollen. This treatment protocol was easier on my body to handle than how it was when I was 14 years old. When I was 14, it was IV chemotherapy through a Mediport, which was this scar right here on my chest. That treatment was the one, you had the hair loss, you had the nausea, you had the vomiting. If they're speaking with the doctors, we were going over a couple of different routes on, what I'm going to do, which therapy I'm going to take, basically. That was an option, the IV one. Another option that I chose and went with was it's a chemotherapy in a pill form. It was a risk because we weren't really sure if I was going to respond to it or not. But at the same time, it was a chance that would be worth it not to have to suffer. You have to make sure you eat with it though. If you don't eat with it, you're going to feel sick. So I take it every morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then again at nighttime, 9 o'clock at night. We were, thrilled. There was still cancer in the body, but it was about 90 to 95% gone already, just with a couple of week treatment. A couple of weeks go by, still I'm taking the same drug. Then, I started noticing a little something else under my left armpit. They looked like a little bit of new disease developed under this armpit while I was taking the drug. He said, continue with the drug, but we're going to do a IV antibody, it's called. It's not chemotherapy. It uses your own immune system, basically, to build up antibodies to fight off disease. It's fantastic. Just to know that there's nothing going on in here. Like, yeah, all right, so I gotta take this medication still, just as a precaution, basically, but just so it's so fresh that the scans are clean. My doctor, he was saying, he kept asking me every week from July, are you going back to the gym? Have you got back in there yet? He wants it, man. He's on my side. He says, get in there, lift as heavy as you want. The goal is get on that stage. I was supposed to be there last year. I'm gonna show up this year. Once you say, this has defeated me, it has. 2-time survivor. They say, if it comes back a second time, it comes back that much harder, but yeah, it comes back harder, but you just gotta come back that much harder. Head down, keep moving.